since nothing's changed from last time. Welcome back to Nitra. As I said, this is just a short, relaxing campaign, this Nitrous Overdose campaign, with a very simple and easy to accomplish goal. I mean, it surely wouldn't take very long, where we are just going to eradicate Hungary from the map with no chance of them coming back. It didn't really take very long for Hungary to actually disappear off the map, but you can never truly be sure that Goulash is gone for good unless, well, I'll try saying that a few times over and over, unless their spineless culture is also removed. For the longest of time, we've had this big green barrier blocking us from removing the last of the Hungarian culture, but finally we overcame it. Not only that, we managed to secure ourselves a little Ottoman zoo, where we can admire Osman Oglu's foot troops, but keep them under a good watchful eye. Now we're continuing to build up our own defences. It's high time we got a decent fort on our capital, and otherwise we are staring down the Ottomans. The time has finally come for us to finish up this campaign. We're going to put one big fist into Constantinople and show the Ottomans who's boss. We already gave Russia the rough and tumble. We've ensured that Moscow now belongs to our faithful ally, the Commonwealth. Finland is back. We've been punching the Danes periodically as well. And the HRE has been sufficiently slapped by us. Who even leads it these days? Of course, the big strong Hohenzollern himself over in the remnants of Burgundy. Aye, all is pretty well, I would say. And the truces that we have, well, it's mostly with Russia, and that's going to last us a good 10 years. So I'm of the mind that there really is no point in waiting around. We need to fight the Ottomans ASAP. The Ottomans still have, by a good margin, the largest army in the world. Bottomless manpower, even though we have trapped these guys in attrition hell forever. Because, hey, these guys just don't run out of troops. So, yeah, we're going to bulk up and finish them off. I don't like this setup anymore for my regulars. It's time that we jacked things up a bit. Does 16 even make much sense there? 16 is... I don't know, I don't really have that much manpower, so maybe this isn't the brightest of things to do, but whatever, we're doing it anyway. Yeah, sure enough, we're actually out of manpower by doing that. Oh well, not my problem right now. I guess I'm actually just going to get rid of all of those. We'll start off by making mistakes, that's what we do best when we're this size. I still want that artillery though, and the artillery is going to be pretty important. Because when we're smashing down on the Turkoman, things are going to get pretty ugly pretty fast for our nation. So there's just one more to get rid of. That'll be you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and I probably get rid of some other ones, but hey, who really cares? We do. We want the best, and only the best. Jake, any chance of seeing some achievements that require cultural eradication? Enlightening what is meant to come after that? I don't get it. In any case, I'm a big fan of cultural eradication, but it's a bit of a sensitive thing to put in the base game. You actually have to consider these things. Well, you don't, I do. Okay, Nitra's looking good. We'll let everyone bulk up, and then we'll go and smash down the Ottomans. Reclaim Budden. As it happens, that's going to actually happen, so yes please. As ever, the estates are moaning at me, but we don't really care how the burghers feel. I kind of care how the nobility feel, since they can give me some pretty awesome generals, so show me the money. Oh baby. Fire phase comes first, but shock is good for the entire game. Would like to get even more. I mean, that military power is glorious. But never underestimate the Eastern Tech Group's ability to get in your way with these things. How long does that last? Till 1690? Our current thing we have goes on until 1674, so it's not long till that goes away. Never mind, I'll settle for 100. I'm not a greedy fellow, as I'm sure you all know. We'll get our troops ready, and then we're going to crush the Otto scum. No ifs, no buts. I'm going to need to get this new institution throughout my country. It's still growing, mostly in provinces that don't have manufacturers of their own. Hell, I would hazard only in provinces that don't have their own manufacturers. We'll deal with that shortly. First though, I need an army worthy of Mordor. I certainly have a budget worthy. Look at that, for such a crappily placed nation for trading, we make boondollar. I'm happy with that. I am very happy with that. Hot damn, we could debase like there's no tomorrow and be rolling in dosh. Same for taking loans. Man, I just love money. It's not a crime, is it? Any chance of the title updating anytime soon? Well, I did update it, so maybe maybe you need to refresh. Let me actually just... yeah, I did. Either that or Twitch is doing its usual. Tatan 3 Aeon says, loans? Well, it's only a loan if you pay it back. Well, at least that's a line I used during the MP, because oh boy, when it's MP, all bets are off when it comes to that. So, Boden, is there anywhere that you don't have a river crossing penalty with? That's a lot of provinces, but some we don't. And one of them is Backsky, and I think the other one is Spiss, but you do have it with Nitra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you border 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 provinces. So Spiss and Baxi are both okay. I could sandwich these fools, or we could just all go in from one province. It's 6.5 a dozen, really. Well, might be prudent to take this easy since I don't want to give myself unnecessary attrition. There you go. Jake, if great powers pay back your loan, it's not a loan, right? Correct. Oh, we're gonna crush the Ottomans so hard. I am, however, going to be really hurting on the manpower front. We do regain it nice and fast, and hell, if anything, I should be grabbing a bit extra out of you, but, okay, we already did that, so... bad signs there. Alright, so supply limit is plenty high around here. Prestige is great for battle, let's have that ball. Rather costly, they say. That's like 2 months of pure profit right there. The Ottomans must know we're coming. They've certainly bulked up themselves. I can't really blame them that much. And I kind of really want this already, so let's just take it. Because I want to get Tech 21. Tech 21 is so important. And do I want the War Galleon? Yes, but next up we're going to have to save up our dip because it's going to be used for culturally enriching the Hungarians to the glorious ways of the Slovak. We're growing. I think the Transylvanians are kind of cool. They could stick around for the ride. Which is more, it's kind of a shame that we can't be an empire due to being part of the HRE. Could always leave the HRE. What's it really doing for us these days? Well, wow, they haven't passed any reforms, so really not doing much for us. But I believe Catholic Empire is still good for us. Do you have to be in the HRE to get this? Maybe you don't. Maybe I'm just a fool. That wouldn't surprise me. Okay, Ottomans, they need to die. That won't be so easy. But that's no excuse not to do it. Jake Pope points, 15% manpower. Well, you make a decent point there. We can do the Holy War. 20 years of 15% manpower is not to be sniffed at, is it? Also, there is a crusade going on towards the Ottomans until 73. We'll be doing that for sure. Serbia have a lot of cores to get back, but I maintain that the ultimate war is a holy war. And how are we on our force limit as well? Because I should be up to the hilt on that one. We certainly have the money to keep them going, so I would quite like to get some additional pylons, if you will. There we go, that'll take us up to force limit, and it'll just be a bit of meat shield if and when necessary. Yeah, just drink up that attrition, just like I tried not to do. And there's the meat. I can just force march my way into Boden and crush everyone here. Might as well get those forts going straight away, because I want to smash the Ottomans whilst they do not have... when they do not have Tech 21. The Commonwealth do not have it. Actually, they're enjoying a bit of a Regency Council right now. We do have some allies. They may just help us out. We're going to have to gun these guys down, and I'm looking forward to it. Get over to Bex, or Beaks, or whatever. They don't even have a general there. They'll probably put one on, but it's good to know that we're ahead of them in that regard. Our mountainous forts are easy to tear down, but here's hoping we'll get to them in time, because most of our forts are just level 2, and level 6 is the go-to these days. I am spying on the Ottomans for siege speed, don't you worry, girly. Next up, it's war. So maybe I should get everyone over here in December to just go for it. There's very little reason not to. Well, actually, 100 is kind of overkill. Whatever, there's no kill like overkill. And what luck, morale of armies. Morale is really where we shine in the game. Discipline would probably be better. But I do love stacking morale heavily, because that's where we really shine over the Ottomans. They do not have good morale, we certainly do. Then again, the Ottomans have discipline, and we do not. We're at the point where discipline is, well, whatever. Let's go for it. We can splurge on an expensive guy anyway. Ew. Okay, so we're essentially in position for it. No good reason not to merge everyone together. Get that 5 shocker in on it. And we have a bit of a problem here. It's not their allies are jokes. But it's that Mantua will join, Commonwealth will join, that's nice, I don't even have to promise them land. Trier will not, because for some reason, they are friendly towards the Ottomans. Now what can we do about that? It's a very rare case of actually using the prepare for war button. Boom. It costs 10 favors, so it's pretty expensive and not something you want to do often. But that gives a staggering plus 20 in desire for war. If we couple that with a bit more trust, then we'll find that, hey, yeah, sure, why not? We owe you one, don't we? Is what they probably say to me. So I see no reason not to just gun down these people. Jake, you should wait till the turn of the year if they take Tech 21. Wait, what? Why would I wait? You know, I'd really rather not wait. I'd rather just go for it. Everybody's joining in. This is a holy war because it's the way I like to fight. I love getting war score from battles. And whilst our manpower is not great, the time has come. We need to push out the Ottomans. We won't be able to take all of this, but we will certainly put a big old chink in their armor. Bazir says, thanks Jake, because of you I went and bought a month's worth of goulash. Austrian goulash, of course. I'm not an animal. Glad to hear it. Let's do this. Goodbye Ottoman, and your Ottoman Australians. God, that's disgusting. It would take till the 15th to get there. To go even further would take till the 24th, so it's only 9 days there, 9 days here as well. Just to be sure, I'm going to force march in. There's every possibility they might get out of there before I can get in. I also feel like I deserve having an extra general or two, just for the, well, it's going to be a big war, we might as well be prepared. 3 and 3 is actually probably better than 1 and 5 for the initial battle. Because as I say and say often, fire phase comes first. You know what, why don't we have one more for good luck? Good, 2 shock is lovely. We'll get our holy war going because we want that manpower. And you got anything you can do for us? Oh, of course not. Why would you ever do anything for me? I'm certainly not seeking your support. Okay, it's go time. As expected, they tried to run away immediately. 17th though, so we would have beaten them anyway. Not the ones going to Pressbrock though, but it matters not. I am going to enjoy this. I'm going to enjoy this quite a lot. You caused me so many hardships, Ottomans. And for that, you will die. Well, so far he's rolling higher than me, but that doesn't matter. We were prepared. And that's why Turk dies today. God, that feels good. That feels very good. He can run, but he just can't hide. Of course, we are still force marching, which is pretty bad, since that removes your regain of morale. We'll move in on Budden. We'll enjoy that tasty war score. And it will not take long for our allies to join by our side. So finally, the numbers are in our favor. Something we haven't seen in an Ottoman war for a very, very long time. Enjoy that crusade, because we're going to push that morale even further. And, wow, manpower modifier of 30. It's better than I thought. But hey, I'm better than I thought. Goodbye, Otto scum. So they're going to keep running. They're going to run and run. As for us, what are we going to do? Well, we sent them packing pretty quickly there. I don't like that he's going to make really quick work of my forts, but conversely, I can make really quick work of those forts. I am strongly considering moving in for the kill around here, because we could get everybody over to... Well, where exactly? Are we really being blocked? No, it's because it's a day after. We should probably fix that someday. Well, yeah, we can make our way over to Constantinople. And we will have a few units. Hell, we might as well have 4 of you. So that we can have somebody who's great at sieging. Somebody who's great at... well, people that are great at everything, really. Onwards. Well, not you. You gotta stay behind. It's risky to throw all my everything straight into the mixer. But we can be fairly confident about Trier and Mantua, keeping things clean around here. The Commonwealth should be able to help on the greater offensive and drawing out the more hideous stacks. We do not tolerate heretics around here. Not at all. In fact, we don't have any of that jazz, so no need to worry. Don't worry, Jake, great power intervention is coming. You see, it could, but let's think about it rationally, shall we? The Ottomans are enemies with France, so France would not join in. Commonwealth are already in. Russia have a tonking 9 years of truce with us. Yeah, even more than that, it's until July 1670. Spain could get involved. Granted, Spain probably should get involved if they really hated one of us, but they don't. They hate Ethiopia. Yeah, try figure that one out. Who else do we even have that might get involved? Well, GB. Pfft. Bahmanis, well, you know what I do to Bahmani players. So I don't think we have to worry about it. We were prepared for it last time, and that's why we won. So let's just smoke this horrible lack of manpower to begin with. And you know what, I think these guys can just do harassment tactics. Sure, there are Turks around there, but when are there not Turks? I'm not really scared of having my little mercs wiped out here and there. And I'm certainly not scared of you freaks. We arrive on the 1st, quite a lot of us. Nitra may get the river crossing penalty, and they do have more maneuver than any of our generals. So we'll just take it, and we'll kill them, because that's how we roll around here. Get the hell out of my land, Ottoman scum. Fire phase comes first, but shock shortly after. Whoa, 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 wipe. Yeah, I mean, hey, you can come right along, buddy. Don't let me stop you. As long as we have the 2 siege general going to the capital, and I want you backed up by one of our best, and I guess, oh man, 2-4 is pretty good, but I like the 3-3. The rest of us can just hang around here, and the Ottomans think twice about this now, don't they? They might try to surround me, that's okay, because I have the Commonwealth coming on in as well. And now we have got war score from battles, so our ticking war score will begin ticking up, as well it should. So I mean, this stack could run down my mercs, but that's not a concern. It's not going to give them any real amount of war score. Yeah, as if that would go to the Commonwealth. I didn't call the Commonwealth in for land, so they can just do one, as we say. The Ottomans are trying to take my land. They will fail. When it comes to Tech 21, Manly Mantua also has it. So good to know that their units are far superior to the Ottomans. That tech is so very important. It gives tactics. Tactics win. Nothing in particular, they just win. It's also Stanislav Hatnaski's time to shine. He can very much stay in power, and how fitting he gives us mill points. You know, we didn't even need good mill ideas. We just had to be Nitran. The Slovaks win. The Slovaks always win. You ever seen a case of Slovaks not winning? Yeah, me neither. Mightiest of all Western European nations. Alright, so I said Manchu is pretty unstoppable. They could be stopped by a 51 stack. I'm not going to debate that one, not by a long shot, but I don't have the units around to help with that. What I wanted to do was really cut them off here, ensure that they wouldn't be bringing over more across the Bosphorus. Oh man, I can't wait to occupy this and take away that money that they're making. And they make tons of money, but hey, they are the Ottomans. It's their birthright to be rich. Disgusting, I agree, but still, it's hard to deny. What could you guys really be doing? I mean, really? Okay, it's a shame it's taking a bit of a time here, but it's good to know that the Ottoman forces are getting utterly shreked by my allies. It was a good call to bring in Trier, but when is it not? Jake, isn't this war a bit overkill? Can you show army sizes? It started off equal-ish, but as soon as we sent the Ottomans packing, that all changed. Besides, there's no kill like overkill. One thing that's being overkilled, though, is my troop numbers. Shurlov... Wow, it's actually not that high attrition here. It's only 1%. So that's only about 600 people dead a month, and we get... not a bad amount. Okay, the greedy Commonwealth... Oh, good, they gave it straight to me. Thought they were being platinum greedy and just taking everything for themselves. Edarin has force limit 54. I can't quite fit both of you guys on it, but it's good to know that we can reinforce at a moment's notice. It's unfortunate to know that we can't really cross over, but that's why we get war score from battles. That way we can get the full 40 out of it, and get the taking war score from it, whereas it's not a guarantee you'll get the full 40 from battles otherwise. I'm going to move on there, and soon I'm going to want to stack back here to just clean up our friends, but hopefully we won't even need that. I'm hoping that my allies can take care of the battles. Looks like Trier has an incredible general, two of them in fact, a 4-5, a 4-3, and a 4-6. Yeah, the 4-3 is Mantua's, but that's just telling me even more how awesome my allies are. Jake, will you be taking Wiener for the money? I don't know, something feels fitting about this. The Austrians who could not defend Christendom should probably remain under Ottoman rule. You know, if we manage to take the Ottoman capital and force it into the HRE, then that would be even funnier. For me, of course. Ah, it's just poetic how this has turned out. Alright, the Mantuans are not scared in the slightest. They are beating down on Dalmatia. Yeah, the knights are raiding what are now my coastlines. It won't be long until